of everything you see.
Lexi, leave the flipping things alone.
What happens when two hard-working mums down tools and go on strike for 3 days, leaving their house and kids in the hands of their husbands? Which dad will cope best? Will it be music-mad Howard, who can compose a song but can't organise the house, or rugby-loving Dave, who'd prefer to tackle anything but the chores? Our parenting advisor Anna Raeburn will be watching to see if they can make light work of the challenges ahead.
Dads often say, how hard can it be to stay at home with the children? They're about to find out.
First, let's meet Howard Ellis and his family. There's Mum Manny and little one-year-old Charlie, who just loves to run around. Manny works for a large hotel group and never stops waiting hand and foot on her family.
He promised me that he gonna washing up every time, but he just do it like first week, and after that he not do it anymore.
Howard is a full-time musician and between his late-night gigs doesn't manage to spend much time with little Charlie.
I've never looked after Charlie on my own for like more than 2 hours.
So before Manny goes on strike, she wants to know exactly how much Howard knows about the family routine.
What size of Charlie nappies?
Charlie's nappy size is 4.
How much water that we have to put in a rice cooker to cook the rice?
I haven't got a clue.
What kind of rice that I always get from the Chinese supermarket?
Begins with a B and ends in an I think. Basmati.
How many full-fat milk that Charlie has a week?
Charlie drinks about 7 ounces a day of milk. So that's 7 times 7. No, it's more than that. It's like double that. Yeah, it's 14 times. I haven't got a clue.
None out of 4? Oh dear, Howard, that doesn't bode well. And Manny is already writing her goodbye note.
Dear Howard, I'm going on the strike because I want you to learn to spend time with the baby.
And appreciate how much fun it is. But also to learn that getting the housework done can be fun too. And I hope that will make you want to do it. After all, you are not single anymore. Today, I want you to feed and dress Charlie and then go shopping for some nice girly baby shoes. Good luck and enjoy yourself. I'll text you more instruction tomorrow. Love you, Manny. P.S. Don't have too much chocolate.
While Howard takes in his instructions, Manny is whisked off to the Alton Hall Luxury Hotel and Spa for a well-earned rest.
Baby's so big.
And what the dads don't know is that both mums will be watching their every move. Task 1. It's Howard's first morning, and first on the agenda is to feed Charlie, which is already proving to be a bit of a challenge.
Coming out of both ends now.
Howard needs to get Charlie dressed for the day's events. But finding her tights is proving to be a bit of a problem.
She said everything was here, but it's not. Where would the tights be? Pants, top. There's no tights section. That's not it either.
So at last Howard's found the right clothes, but there's one other thing he's never done before.
Charlie!
Nappy changing.
Charlie! Come on! Hey! Hey! Come on! Yeah. Ooh, stink bomb. Where did I put the nappy? Stay there.
No.
Num nut. What? No, it's not num nuts. There we go.
Task 1 completed. Time for the second one.
Where's the iron? It's over there? Oh, yeah. How did you know? Is this going to be like one of them deck chairs? It takes about an hour to set it up. There we go. All set. Is it on? No.
Howard's technique is okay, but is that iron even on?
Howard's a bit of a novice when it comes to taking care of the house and the baby. He's rising to the challenge, which is a good thing. I just wish we could have persuaded him to switch on the iron before he tried to do the ironing.
Time to meet our second family, the Browns. Mum, Dad and 2 lively daughters. First there's Dave, a chemist who reckons he has the winning formula. Then there's manic mum Mel, whose never-ending housework gets her down. She's dying for a break. Oldest child Lizzie is the strong-minded of the 2. She'll help out, but only if she feels like it. Which brings us to sunny Lexi, who loves to be entertained.
I think Dave will find it quite hard while I'm away to deal with the busy things that you have to do at the same time as doing other stuff.
I'll cope with everything that gets thrown at me, really, because that's just what I do.
Sounds promising, but before Mel goes on strike, she wants to know exactly how much Dave really knows about the family routine.
What are the girls' shoe sizes?
Lexi's are 4.5 and 5.5, F, I think, and Lizzie's are probably 11 by now.
What was my part in the playgroup play?
Angelina Ballerina.
What is the name of Lizzie's playgroup leader?
I don't know.
What is Lexi's favourite book?
Anything she can get her hands on. Probably anything with animals in it. I don't really know.
So that's 2 out of 4, and Mel's getting ready to head for the door.
Dear Dave, I'm going on strike because I deserve a break and I want you to have a go at multitasking. This morning you'll have to get the kids up, dress them, feed them, tidy the kitchen, hoover the house and clean the bathrooms.
Friday's coffee group at the soft play area. You'll need to be there by 10 a.m.
But Mel's only got luxury in mind.
I'm really looking forward to just being able to get into bed whatever time I like, stay in bed all night and get up when I want to.
I'll text you further instructions tomorrow, so remember to keep your mobile on. Lots of love. Mel. There's a lot to do. Yes.
Dave has only been up a few minutes and the morning hasn't started well. One of the family's 2 cats has had a little accident on the kitchen floor. As the guilty offender scarpers, Dave sets to work. A quick spray, a good wipe down, and he's dealt with it. Ah, mistake number 1. Wasn't that the same cloth Dave used on the floor to deal with the cat's mess? With the children now up, Dave sets about tackling the rest of the morning chores. And the kids have been quite helpful.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, no idea. I think I'm going to have to abandon doing the toilet because I don't know where the thing is. I'm not sure Mel will be too impressed with me using this to clean the whole of the toilet. It's going pretty well, but with the kids getting up late, that certainly didn't help, so we're a bit behind where I would expect to have been by now.
Dave has only just taken up the challenge and he's already quite worried about being behind on tasks. So he's putting himself under a lot of pressure and it will be interesting to see how he gets on.
Coming up in part 2, what happens when Dave joins a mum's circle?
Mel's left me a list.
Oh, has she? Right.
And will Howard catch Charlie as she does a runner in her new shoes?
He left the baby.
Hard-working mums Manny and Mel have gone on strike. They've left their husbands to juggle the kids and chores while they relax at a luxury spa. Neither dad knows their better halves are watching their every move.
Whoa, look at this.
The next mission for Howard is to go shopping for some girly shoes for Charlie, as instructed by Manny.
Which ones do you like the most?
Most of the time he prefers to go to DVD department.
Oh, they're nice.
I like the flower one. Pick up the flower one.
See, so that goes on there. So it's a size 6. That can't be right. Oh, I see. That's where the shoe goes, and the foot is supposed to go to there. I think what you're supposed to do is to take the shoe off.
How stupid he is.
3. No, that's quite a difference, isn't it?
He let the baby eating the shoes.
I think I'm going to need some assistance.
Well, Charlie's found the foot measurer. All they need now is the expert.
4.5 F she's measuring.
So I was way off then with the 3 then?
Yeah.
In fact, Charlie likes her new trainer so much she just can't stop toddling.
Where is she going? He left the baby.
Lesson 1, Howard. Always have eyes in the back of your head. Ooh, someone's in the doghouse. After a hard morning shoe shopping, it's time for lunch.
Can I have fish and chips with scraps, please, wrapped up?
But I don't want her to eat anymore. Yesterday, she just ate a lot of French fries.
See ya.
And it's not just the lunch that's concerning Manny. Charlie seems to be still wearing her breakfast.
Oh my God, he haven't wiped her at all.
But it doesn't seem to bother Charlie. Now refueled, they're off again for some dad and daughter time.
Go to the farm. OK, let's go.
Whoops, forgotten the changing bag.
Hello. Can I touch one? See that bit there? You had a bit of that for your dinner last night. I didn't bring anything because I thought we were only going to be here for like an hour and I just fed her and changed before I came out, so I figured we'd come here, go straight back.
So what happened if the baby want to change the nappy?
With no supplies, it's time to get Charlie back home for tea.
Oh, wait a minute, it's fish pie though. She's had fish already. Ah, well, what can I do? Right. So she's going to be growing gills by tomorrow. How that? No chewing involved, eh?
Howard's resorted to feeding his 1-year-old small amounts of whatever he, Howard, is eating from ready-made meals. This isn't a good idea. They often have higher levels of salt than is recommended for small children. Pre-prepared baby food would be a better option.
Pauline.
Across town, our other dad, Dave Brown, is taking his girls to the mum's coffee group at a soft play area, as per his wife's instructions.
No.
That went well, but how is he at girly gossip?
Mel's left me a list.
Oh, has she? Right.
Of things that
He's coping with women all talking at once.
How old are your children?
This is going to be 5 in September and Lex is going to be 2 in March.
He's getting a chance to drink a coffee, that's a bargain.
Apart from last night.
But sports fan Dave has taken his eye off the ball.
It all went wrong.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Oh, and then Lexi goes to bed about 6:30. I've got to go and get her. Oh, dear. Down you come. Oh, it's all right.
Good save, Dave.
Oh.
Back home and tea time approaches.
Lizzie,
Yeah?
can you tell me what it is you want for tea?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Well, normally I wouldn't prepare their tea, so I don't know whether it's an easy option or what, but she's asked for it. I can't see any reason not to give it to her. Lizzie, who's better at cooking your tea, me or Mummy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Dinner was a success, so next it's bath time.
I put some water in it for her.
It's a little more fractious.
Lizzie, stop it. Can she have the bottle for a moment, please, Lizzie?
No.
Why not?
Because it's mine.
I know it's yours. Lizzie.
And I don't, and I'm still she can have it when I don't want to play.
He doesn't look like he's having much fun.
Oh dear, can Dave settle them before bedtime?
Do you want to get into bed?
No.
OK, let's go downstairs then, shall we? Lizzie. Lizzie.
Yeah.
Come out, please. Come out from there, please. Lexi, come over here, please.
Those curtains, the best toy we've got.
It's time for you to go to bed, OK? Up we go. Shh. You're getting into bed. You want me to get you a drink? Yeah, OK. You lie there and I'll go and get you a drink, OK? Oh, she's not going to settle at all.
That's not her drink.
You don't want that one? You want your other cup?
She needs the green one. She's so fussy, everything's got to be just the way it should be. She gets that from her dad.
You want your other cup? Cup in the car. I'm surprised I didn't complete the things that Mel asked me to on her list, in her letter. I would have thought I'd have got through a lot more of them in the time allowed. Lizzie, it's time for bed now, OK?
I'm not sleepy, Daddy.
You need to lie down. It doesn't matter whether you're sleepy or not, you need to lie down.
Stroppy face.
Can you give me a kiss? I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling very tired. I don't know what Mel's got planned for me tomorrow. I think that's the main thing. I hope she hasn't got too much planned, because I could definitely do with a slightly more lazy day. And I want to see the rugby.
Dave's had a busy day and he's done really well. He stayed calm in the face of toddler tantrums. But he feels he hasn't done enough. And I think he's beginning to understand what it's like to be a mum.
Back at the spa, Manny is texting Howard more instructions.
Good morning, Howard and Charlie. Today you must do some washing and buy some food. Check, check. I've never done this before, so I don't really know. But, that doesn't open. Can't see without my glasses. Oh, there's a...
No, you put the tablet in the small bag and put it straight in the tumbler thing. You not put in the drawer.
Right, I'll just leave it and let it go and see what happens.
Since he bought it, he never ever touched. He promised me that he's gonna do it twice a week. After 1 month, it's still there. You crazy thing.
A great solo performance. But what about that washing?
Didn't even take the soap.
But Howard hangs it out anyway.
Yeah, it's still dirty, that. And that wasn't there when we started. Don't forget to take the trash out.
Yes, thank you.
Below!
I mean, he's not supposed to do that.
Below! I'll put it in the bin later when I go down for the car.
So lazy.
Better than walking up and down the stairs 4 times, isn't it?
And for his next trick...
I'm going to try do-it-yourself DIY.
Howard, don't good in DIY at all, actually.
See if he's right. Great DIY, I can't even get the box open.
Oh my God, there's a hammer in her hand. Oh.
And Charlie's not too happy about it either.
You can't have everything you see.
Oh, yes, you cannot have hammers, darling.
This is where I have to put my foot down. I put my foot down. Oh, come on.
Howard is quite right to try and involve Charlie in household tasks, but if you're going to do this, you really need a third eye, because small children and power tools and hammers don't mix.
Back in Harrogate, Dave, the rugby fan, has received a text message from wife Mel.
Dave, Lizzie, we need help with her night sky art project today. Not too much stuff needs getting, so should still be able to watch the rugby as well. Here,
so off to the art shop.
Up in here. Need some big dark paper. You're gonna have fun here.
You all right over there?
No, I'm not. Struggling a bit. Lexi, put those back.
Lexi, leave the flipping things alone.
Lizzie, you need to come back, don't you? Back you come. Thank you. We're definitely getting stressed now because Lizzie's complaining that she's too cold. She's got a coat, a vest, a top on. She won't do a coat up because she's too cold. I don't quite work that one out, but yeah, it's just too stressy at the moment. Calm down.
With Lexi bedded down for her afternoon nap, Dave tries to catch the England v Wales warm-up, but Lizzie has other ideas.
Can I have some sewing, Daddy?
And do some sewing?
Yeah.
Do you not want to do the art stuff?
Please.
I could do a night sky project if I wanted, but Lizzie wouldn't join in, basically. So
Well, Daddy, the night sky project can be your card for Mummy, and the morning sky one can be my card for Mummy.
Right.
Go on then, start your picture.
Such independent spirit.
Artwork over, Dave tries again.
The kids still need feeding, getting ready for bed, and getting to bed. It really depends on how good the children are as to how much I'm going to get to watch this game.
They've barely kicked off when the kids begin to get hungry.
When this time of day is quite often stressful, especially if you've got something else you want to do.
No, thank you, Lexi. I don't really need your assistance. No, not on the cooker, thank you. Not on the cooker.
I wouldn't normally cook the mince like that. I'd normally defrost it first.
But Dave's got a plan.
They're going to be eating tonight everything I could find in the freezer and the fridge that I thought was vaguely suitable. So we're going to do a sweet corn and mushroom omelette, then some mince and some salad leaves, I think. Lizzie wants milk, yes, I know. Girlie! Stop it. You too. Stop it.
If you're passionate about sport, but you're on child duty, would you please record the match and watch it when the children have gone to bed? That way you won't feel so shortchanged.
Next, Howard gets a gig, but will he get a babysitter?
I'm going to dress Charlie up and then take her over there in the van.
And will Dave ever get to watch the big match? Two days ago, Dads Howard and Dave were left to handle the ups and downs of family life, while their partners, Manny and Mel, went on strike. After 2 days away from their families, the mums meet for afternoon tea and spare a moment for their other halves.
To Dave and Howard.
Meanwhile, Howard puts baby Charlie down for a nap while he cracks on with the DIY.
I need a bigger screwdriver. Oh, saved by the bell.
It's a work call to check if Howard is free for a gig.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've got a few things to organise, but I think that's OK. Yeah, I can do that.
Now Howard's time management skills will really be put to the test. With Charlie fed and washed, Howard dresses her for the gig.
You look cool. You rock star.
And a rock star needs to rehearse.
Mommy, mommy, we love you. Come home soon. We love you, oh, mommy. You go.
A little later, Howard and Charlie arrive for his evening gig.
Oh, thank God.
Got here as quick as I could.
Great, thank you. Oh, you've saved my life. There you go, there she is, look.
Oh, gosh.
Everything's in here, nappies, milk, everything, kitchen sink.
Are you staying with me then? Eh? You could stay with me
Yeah,
tonight?
she'll be asleep in 5 minutes. I got to go and I got to set up and everything. Okay, cheers, thanks a lot.
I promised my daughter that I would play this song. This is from my latest CD. It's called The Man with the Blues.
That's a bit sad, isn't it? Feeding the milk and in the club.
Got a time in my hand, got a TD and cold, got the time on my side, got a packet of smoke.
Yeah.
In my eyes, and an extra long fuse. There'll be nothing to stop it, 'cause I'm the man with the blues.
Back at the Brown household, Dave is still trying to catch snatches of the England rugby game.
Right, it's time for bed. Go on, girlies. Lie down. Good night. Oh, flipping heck. 9, 8, right. Miles are back in front.
His team has lost the match, so any final thoughts on his own home game?
Although I'd be happy for Mel to have odd weekends away, yes, I don't have a problem with that, but there's no way she could do it every weekend. Not unless I get to go away every week. I would say I've got a better understanding of what it is that Mel does on a normal day. That's the main thing, and that's one of the main reasons why I agreed to do this.
It's the last day of the challenge, and before the mums return home, the dads meet up to compare notes.
Dave, hi Dave, how you doing?
Hi Howard.
Nice to meet you. Hello girls. Go sit down, Charlie. How's it been?
It's been good. What about you?
Has it really been good?
It's not been too bad, actually, yeah.
Have you learnt anything from it?
I think I've learnt to be a little bit less selfish than I have been.
I agree. Yeah.
I know you.
You appreciate your wife more, huh?
Well, that's good news for Manny, who's just sneaked home for an early inspection.
Did she have used rice cooker at all or not? This is a new thing. Usually we have to wait like another 10 years to attach this. And after he changed, he just leave everything on the floor. Bing! You lost another point, sir. What's going on in here? What happened with this t-shirt? Actually, this is his favorite t-shirt. I just can't wait to go and clean it up and tidy it up now as well.
But first, a welcome reunion.
Yay! I miss you. I miss you. You left Charlie and you keep talking with that lady's shop assistant and she walked away from you.
Does she look okay?
She look okay. Of course. I love you.
So, do you want me to come off the strike now?
Yes, please.
Time for Mel to check out her home.
Wow. Everything's put away. Brilliant. Great. Looks really clean. Cleaner than when I left it. It's fantastic. Couldn't have done better myself. Well done, Dave. Shame about the rugby, though. Time for a cuppa.
Mum, your hair long. Your hair's long.
Hello.
Hello.
That's him. Wait, this is mine.
Fantastic. Wow, look at that. Look, Lexi.
That's how we made it.
Leave it there. Leave it.
And picked all these things up.
So Mel, will you come off strike?
I will come off strike as long as I can do this again next year.
A 2-day break?
Deal. Done.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm back.
Good. So let's remind ourselves how our dads got on. Howard struggled with shoe shopping, ironing and DIY. But was a big hit on the musical front and bonded with his daughter Charlie. Dave cleaned up after the cat, cooked mince from frozen and coped with coffee mornings. But he failed in his attempts to combine rugby and babysitting. So which of our enthusiastic dads showed the greatest improvement?
Both dads have made terrific efforts and really enjoyed the effort that they made. Dave had a long list of things to do, which he never really got through. And by the time it came to the end of the weekend, he was convinced that if his wife was going to have time off, he'd need time off to get over her time off. Howard has also struggled. Up to this time, he had never taken care of the house or Charlie, and it's been lovely to see how well they've got on together. The most important thing is he doesn't want it to go back to the way it was before, and for that reason, if for no other, he's my dad of the day.
Postman. Honey, how about that? Fabulous, I got this award. Mum's on strike for the most improved dad. For performing general household chores while my wife was off gallivanting. This is going to go up in the pride of place between my guitars on the wall and a nice picture of me standing like that.